Good evening, folks. This is PTI. I'm your host, Nick Bostigo, and you're here with my co-hosts, Ryan and Carter. So, guys, let's ask the big question today. Does batting average really matter?
Sure, it may matter. If you're a fossil, if you're 70 years old, Pete Rose isn't in the league anymore, guys. It doesn't matter if you get 3,000 hits. We want you to hit 500 home runs. You got to get on base, and you got to hit the ball hard. It's about quality of contact, not amount of contact. You got guys in the league hitting 300. Oh, sure, yeah, they're really great. They got OPSs in the 600, and they're getting benched. But then you got guys like Peter Alonso, the polar bear, teeing off regularly, and he might be batting 215 short. But guess who's the all-star here? It's Pete Alonso. He's hitting the ball hard, and there are some guys who are hitting it for 300 and are hitting it hard. So those are the guys you want. You want guys who hit it hard and they walk. You got to have a good eye to last in the majors. The guys who hit 300, their shelf lives are shorter because they're making weak contact and rolling it up the middle of the field.
I think that's ridiculous. The only way to score runs in baseball is by having people on base. And the only way you get on base is by getting hits. So if you're going to take a guy who's getting on base one every 5 times instead of a guy who's getting on base one every 3 times, I think you're out of your mind.
On the topic of that, we have two amazing, great baseball teams here in New York. But the question of the day is, who is the king of New York?
The king of New York is obviously Aaron Judge. We're talking about a guy who just set the record for home runs in a single season in the most important franchise in American sports, the New York Yankees. It's Aaron Judge, no question about it.
Now, if we're talking about all sports, the king of New York, you know what you think about when you think of New York? You think of the New York Knicks. And you know who you think about when you think about the Knicks? It's Jalen Brunson. Leads the team to the playoffs in his first year. He's on a deal. People go, oh, he should be making this type of money. Now, that contract's a steal. You want to know why? Because a king scores and he wins. They defeat the Cavaliers, who got the guy that we thought, oh, Donovan Mitchell, that's the guy for the New York Knicks. No, it's Jalen Brunson, the king of New York sports. He's got the most talent. He's got the most grit. He's got the most heart. Aaron Judge, he's this 6'7" Goliath of a human. He's got all the intangibles. He's got all the power. Jalen Brunson, he's 6'1". He's got grit. That represents New York. You know what New York is? Hardworking men and women. That's what it was built on. That's what the country's built on. And Jalen Brunson represents that. He's not some guy top pick. He's a second rounder coming from Villanova. Wasn't even the top scorer on his college team. Now the Knicks, the future of basketball, have the future of basketball as their point guard.
Let me tell you something. You know who I think is the king is? Saquon Barkley. All right, that's it for the PTI. We'll see you all next time.